Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Been a lot going on. I'll get right to the point. The hooch has been exposed. She may have coronavirus. And we have been self-isolating for the past week. She wasn't feeling well this past Monday. Really achy. No fever. Just aches and pains along with the flu. And she said, I don't think it's anything. I just want to lay down and rest. And so she did. And the next day will be Tuesday. I'm trying to think. Well, today's the 22nd, so this past Tuesday. Today's the 27th, so this past Tuesday. Excuse me. Tuesday morning, she said, I don't feel any better. Actually, I feel worse. And we were scheduled to get the grandkids and do some stuff, even though it's kind of a, kind of separate yourself thing. We live out in the sticks. Yeah. But she said, I want to go to the doctor and get checked out. I said, absolutely, let's do it. And so she loaded up and went to the doctor, and they had her checked out. They tested her for the influenza, the current strains, which are out this year, just regular influenza, and she tested negative. Then they tested for strep also, and test came back negative as well. They said, well, you're really exhibiting signs that you may have been exposed to the coronavirus. So we want to do a coronavirus testing on you. The week prior, she had gone, we have recently placed her mother in a nursing home, and we have been taking care of her and doing this and doing that. And so she had gone into the nursing home, and they said, well, before you can go in, we have to, TPR, temperature, pulse, respiration, check you for any kind of problems or anything like that. And they were going to do a coronavirus test on it. And so they did. Came back negative. I don't know how they got it back so fast. Oh, here she is. More to come, guys. Okay, guys, now we're back. She knows that I'm doing this. I just didn't want her here while I was talking about this. I have secured hydrochloroquine for her. I've increased her zinc, her daily zinc intake up considerably, because there is proof and studies that are coming out now that high levels of zinc will either thicken the cell walls or make them slicker almost, and help to prevent the virus from attaching and injecting into the cell walls. So, or into the cell. Excuse me. High protein, low carb, low sugar diet. That's what she's on now. And so she's in effect on a keto diet. She just doesn't know it yet. So, and we're not pounding protein yet to her. Kevin Ritter and I with the Wilderness Safety Institute, he's a buddy of mine. He and I have talked at length about this. So, absolutely right. You just don't want to pound protein all at once, because it can have some adverse effects as well. This is where we are. She is alert. She's not having any kind of breathing problems. No fever as of yet. aches, pains, fatigue, stomach discomfort, but that can be related to the Z-Pack that they did start her on for any kind of secondary infections. She started the Z-Pack on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, today is Friday as I'm posting this video. So it is highly likely, anytime I take a Z-Pack, I always call it diarrhea in a box, because man, you start loading up on a Z-Pack. As soon as I start taking a Z-Pack, I start taking a lot of probiotics, like the stuff we ferment, like the sauerkraut, and onions, and garlic that we ferment. I start heaping them onto my plate in the evenings, and I start eating them to balance everything out, which is what I've done with her. Good water, good gut health. Those are also really high on the list of what we're doing. Now, I'm not saying, you know, it's been 5 days, 4 days. It's been 4 days. We have not had a result back from the coronavirus test. If she does have it, I genuinely think it is a mild case of it. We shall see. Guys, I just don't know. Are we practicing safe protocols? Yes. Yes, she stays in our bedroom, and I'm in the guest bedroom, and mask and gloves. She called me right after the doctor visit, and I started disinfecting the house with the old-fashioned Lysol. The house still reeks of Lysol. Everything that I could put it on that wouldn't get ruined, I put it on, and even some stuff that got ruined. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Where are we with this? I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. It is people. I see a lot of people posting on the Facebook and stuff, and it's like, well, we've never known of anybody who has had it or been exposed to it, so it could just be a big hoax. Guys, it ain't a hoax. I will be so happy and pleasantly surprised if she does not have it. That being said, she's been exposed to it, so I've been exposed to it. Our daughter's been exposed to it. That's one reason we have not really, other than the short jaunts to the country store up the road wearing masks and gloves, we're not going out. Especially her. She's not going out. Anytime I or she needs to do anything, I go do it. This is going to get worse before it gets better. Let me say it again. This will get worse before it gets better. Regardless of all the plans that they have in place, the government, and you know, they're coming to save you. Hoorah. You know, this is going to get worse before it gets better. Alright guys, now we're back. Sorry about that. We just got a new puppy to go with the other new puppy, and they are finding out who's boss. So this is where we are. It is not the best situation to be in. It could be a lot worse. We're relatively healthy. We are in good health, and we do the good things. She's on the vitamins and the supplements and all that good stuff, and we are again. I've shifted her over onto a higher protein diet and low carb, low sugar diet. So I think that may actually have a lot to do with the fact that I have not had any problems. None of us have spiked a fever since this past Saturday, so that's almost 7 days. My temp's 98.2 and change-ish, you know. Hers is about the same. I have not had any problems other than being up, taking her temperature and checking on her at night. It was a point of exhaustion. And then we had a bunch of coyotes come down and run the fence lines and try to get into the dog. So I ended up shooting a bunch of coyotes, and night before last, I want to say. And mainly just to shut them up, just so they wouldn't wake her up. But we're okay. We have secured our property. We are sheltering in place at the moment, just because we don't want anybody to come and us infect anybody. We haven't seen the grandkids, the kids. I talked to them on the phone, FaceTime, and this is how it's going to be probably until we get a negative result. What happens if it's a positive? I don't know. Honestly, I have no fucking idea. I don't know. We'll deal with it. I don't know. I really don't. Am I worried? Yes. Am I concerned? Absolutely. We still have done and will continue to do good things regardless of whatever. I guess I'll end it there, guys. Take care, you people.